Hey guys, welcome back. A little thing happened, and I'm sorry, I have to be really quiet because I'm narrating at work, and the reason why I have to narrate is because I lost the audio file to this episode, and it really sucks because this is the Plesioth Urgent, and I also forgot to not touch anything. I mean, all the speech bubbles were there, but I got excited and talked to everybody, and I forgot about it, saved, and left for a while, and it just sort of happened. Like, I forgot I was on mute for some reason, and that's why I lost the audio. But in the video you're gonna find, and I'm gonna try to get this done as quick as I can before anyone wakes up or anyone hears me. Hopefully the kids, we all know I work in the group home, and the kids sleep with the radios on, so I'm hoping that drowns out anything. My door is closed, I'm in the office, I shouldn't be in here, but I got excited because I found a few things. But we're going to talk about what's happening right now. Well, in the video before I go on, because we have the whole Plesioth quest to talk about what I really want to talk about. Some of you have been responding about things that I really want to get on top of, so we're going to try to speed this along, and there will be a long pause because I get a phone call. You know, during the Rathian quest I got a phone call. Well, another one happened, and I think that's why I went on mute, because the first half of this video, this Moga Village part, first half I'm doing fine, I'm talking, but then it just cuts out and I forget to go unmuted, and I don't know, it's like horrible recording etiquette, I guess. I wasn't organized, and plus I was tired, and this is a continuation of that. But anyway, the guild card, I show you that I'm only use the bow since I've started. Some of you, I was wondering if some of you had doubts, and my OCD was like, you gotta show them, because if they think you're doing otherwise, then it's gonna bother you, and it did bother me. It was horrible. So as you can see, no other weapon was used. I cut tails like a pro, a very patient pro, when I need them. Otherwise, I pretty much just capture them if I need plates or anything that you get from capture. If I need tail, I'll work for it. So anyway, that's pretty much where this went, and I show you a bit more about this. Okay, so that's out of the way, and the rest is just I can't remember what I was talking about, because this was just yesterday, and I fell asleep because I had to work to last night. I can't even remember, and I'm sorry. And if I get any quieter, I hope you guys can forgive me, because this is definitely not what I wanted to do. But like I said, I found some information, I really want to talk about it now, so we're gonna do that right now. So some of you have been wondering what the bullet numbers mean. Well, there is a formula that I can't really provide for you. I'll put it in the description because I think that'll be fine, but putting it in the video, there might be copyright issues, and this is from GameFAQs. And specifically at the bottom it says, do not replicate on any other website. This is a website, and I can't replicate it, but I can direct you to what I found, and of course everything's from GameFAQs because they are the math junkies, and we thank them for that, right? So anyway, at GameFAQs there, and I'll put the link in the description below, but the user Boldrin, B-O-L-D-R-I-N, he created this whole, I want to say page, this whole page about the calculations of how the bow works, and it's a really well organized deal, and I'll give you directions to the specific area that we actually want to look at. I'll give you that in the description as well, but those numbers are numbers that fit in that formula. The whole reason I gave them to you is so you understand which is the better shot type, and so far we are finding out that Pierce is better, but because Pierce hits multiple areas and goes straight through a monster, it's probably not the best one you want to use except for bigger monsters, and that's even iffy as well, because some of the monsters, bullet damage jumps around, so like it could be weak to bullet in the head, but the belly and the tail get lesser amounts of damage from bullet, so that doesn't really help unless you're fighting monsters like Jen, who's weak in the mouse and mouth. I'm sorry, I'm kind of flustered. Kids sleeping, blah blah blah. Like Jen, if you use Pierce in the mouth, you're more than likely going to get all those hits in, because the mouth is the weakness to bullet. Any damage, really. So, there's that. But, so the number... not but, oh man, this is so awkward. The numbers are for the best bullet type. So far, compared to Rapid and Pierce, Spread seems to be the best, like, hands down, because you don't have to be very far away, and sometimes if you get it right, you can pinpoint your arrows before they spread out. Otherwise, they're still pretty good. If you land like 4 hits, I think you're still doing... no. I think Rapid level 4 and 5 would be best if you want a specific pinpoint, but like Ivory Laggy's tail, and we're not there yet, is weak to bullet, so spread damage, or Baroth's tail is weak to bullet, and if you spread, you're going to get all those hits in, and it's going to work. But, so the numbers are actually for a formula. And another thing I found out, and it's like the coolest thing because now I don't have to worry about it anymore, element is 100% per arrow, and you'll find that out if you go into the game facts and you go to the link that I provide for you, which is below, and you search either F1 and you hit Control Find once you're on the page, and hit F1, and I'll give you the directions and description. But if you just skip, I think F2 is where they talk about multiple arrows and element, and that's where I found out, because they use a spread level 2. I think it's spread level 2. Anyway, there's 3 arrows for spread, and each of those arrows in the formula was 100. So you're doing 100 element per arrow, so I guess that's why Focus and Wide Arcs do the best elemental damage. But time-wise, spread level 3 and up do the best, because there's 5 arrows. Focus and Wide Arc have 7 hits, where the 5 arrows is 5 hits. So you're doing 700% element. Of course, you have to factor in the actual formula and the damage calculation. But that's how that works. Blast Arc is a little iffy. I don't know how that works, but so far you only get 2 hits in. So I don't think that's a good element. That's really not a good element. Archetype? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be as quiet as I can, and I'm pretty sure my voice is like wavering between high and low, and by this point I probably got lower. So yeah, I'm at work. I can't express that enough. This is awkward for me, but I want to get this done so I can edit this video tonight, and then I'll get it to you hopefully. Okay, today is Thursday morning. It is 1:57. Night shift started about 2 hours ago. So, today is the 10th. Ooh, the new game, The Letter, came out. Oh man, I wish I was home, but it's okay. I can wait. It's only like a $2 game, so that means it has to be like less than a gigabyte worth of data for that game. It seems like a Slender Man game, you know, where you have to find all the notes, but in this you have to find all the letters, and the graphics are so poor. For some reason that's still scary. Like, if you had high quality graphics, I probably wouldn't even be scared. I'd probably be more paying attention to detail and be like, oh, that's really cool, but when the graphics are dumbed down, you know you're focused on other things, because it's like, oh, the graphics are poor, and now you're just playing the game to play it. And I suppose that's why it's scary. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but I'm excited about getting The Letter. I don't know if it's been on PC. I've never played a game like that before. I've seen videos, and I laugh at the reactions, because that's what YouTubers do when they do those videos. I might do a video of that, because it just seems fun, and it'll be my first playthrough of it, so I don't know when that'll get out. But back to this video. You have the Plesioth damage, and that's going to show up in a bit, because I usually do that, and we all know this. Amazingly, every monster at the beginning of high rank, not every monster, but the majority of the monsters that should be noted and should be paid attention to, they're weak to lightning. you saw the Devil Joe video. That was really easy. Trust me, it's easy. Once you get the timing and all the dodging and stuff down, it's just a walk in the park. You just gotta keep spamming that level 2 spread, or level 2 charge spread level 3, because that's 5 arrows. And we know that element is 500% after or before the calculations. But anyway, just go to that GameFAQs link and you will know everything. You guys are growing up so fast and you're so curious about these things. I'm so proud of you. So 100 element per arrow, that's definite. But the part I'm talking about when you search there, like I said, I don't know if it's F2 or if it's still under F1. Just hit the control find and then type F1 and it should take you there automatically. Or I'll just give you specific detail in the description below. But there is a part where they talk about Khezu, where they use a spread, level 2 or 1, doesn't matter at this point because it's 3 arrows. One hits the head, one hits the leg, and one hits the tail. And for those, they actually gave you 3 separate damage formulas, because those are 3 different body parts that you're hitting, and then you add them all up in the end, each separate answer. So how they did that was there was 100 element for the head for the first arrow, 100 element for the leg, second arrow, and 100 element for the tail, third arrow. So that's confirmed, and I'm so glad it was right there this whole time, because this is the page I use when I look for this stuff. Like, I found it. I don't really calculate anything at all, but I do know, like, if I wanted to get that hardcore about it, just like you guys are, I'm pretty sure you guys are surpassing my curiosity. I was just okay enough to know what the bullet types were and how much damage they were doing, but to do the math and everything, it just seems like really tedious work. All I know is you just gotta keep hitting the monster where you know it's weak and you won't have a problem. So that's why I never really thought about going so much by going further into the damage formula, which is something you guys are starting to get curious about because you don't know what the bullet numbers are. Honestly, I was hoping that the bullet numbers would be enough just to let you guys know which bullet type is optimal to use against each monster. But now you guys are actually curious about the numbers, and so here's the information. It's out there. You have it. I'm pretty sure if you found it, pretty sure if you were like really curious, you could have found it yourself. But of course, nobody knows where to look for these things, like, straight off their head. This search engine, we have it, but we don't know the right keywords, so this is why I'm completely fine with giving you this. However, I don't have rights to GameFAQs, this little formula thing, and I don't have permission to use this, but I am giving the Boldrin guy from GameFAQs full credit on this information because he did a really good job getting everything out. So that's pretty cool, and so that's where we're at right now, and I think that's all the information you need to know. So I hope I helped you out. I really do. So back to this video. I lost the data. I know I explained it, but in more detail, that first phone call during the Pink Rathian quest was the start of this data, or vocal. Oh man, I don't know what word to use. The audio, vocal audio, speech audio for this video, because because I actually got 3 phone calls from the same person. The third phone call is pretty much where I forgot to take my headset off mute, and I just started playing and talking about all this stuff, and you would not have gotten this information through this video had I not screwed up. So I guess there's a silver lining to that. Now you guys have the information for the element and everything. But definitely take a look at the GameFAQs thing and understand it thoroughly. Shot types are converted to percentage, which is the decimal points now. So like the rapid level 1 charge, which is 12, that'll actually be 12%, which converts to 0.12. and then that works as well for the monster numbers. And you need those. How do you find those? There are multiple websites, and I'll give you one that I know of, and it's Kira and Nico. I don't know. Maybe some of you know that, but they have some numbers for you, so you can start doing your own damage formulas and understanding which is optimal for each monster, and that'll be there. So, had I not lost the audio, like I said, you wouldn't have gained knowledge to this info, unless you already have, and you're one step ahead of me, and that's fine. I just kind of wish you responded and told me exactly what everyone needed to know, not just me. Because I'm actually trying to help you guys, and if you guys found out yourself, I wouldn't be as pissed, but I'd be bothered. I'd just be like, well, why didn't you help us? Because it's just information that bow users might need one day, like now, because you guys are wondering what the numbers are for, and now it's there. So, the quest is almost over. Plesioth is extremely weak to lightning and poison, but we don't have poison, so yeah, I wish I had the raw, the first audio for this, but it works out. And I hope you guys forgive me for this narration. I'm not at all focused on the video, though I'm giving you little bits of what is what. And it's kind of hard to talk about monster weakness when sometimes I'm wrong, and I give you the information anyway, the correct information. So that's how that works out. I thank you guys for watching these episodes. They're really fun to do, and it's really fun to keep a document of my, what is this, second serious playthrough through the game. As we all know, I lost my data. How many times are you going to mention that? I don't know. It's frustrating. It really is. So, I have about a minute left, and what else do I have to mention? I'll just throw you plugins. If you haven't heard already, Gavisauce is doing a bowgun playthrough of Monster Hunter, and you should go check that out if you love bowguns. Valcor Games, or Valcor, is doing a Lance playthrough. It's pretty cool. Like, all these things are happening. And Leek, I don't know his full YouTube, but it's going to be in the description. He's doing a Monster Hunter 1 playthrough, and it's really good. Like, I watch it because I like seeing, like, the new, well, not the new, but the old stuff that's new to me. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.